Hey, welcome everybody. It's Encouragement Thursday. It's time to start encouraging someone. Join the encouragement movement. Call them, text them. Just encourage somebody today. You could even share this video. Let's get going. Hey everyone, it's good to be with you today. We started a series last week called Stormproofing Your Life. And we want to look at it over this month of October. How do you storm-proof your life? How do you mitigate all of those circumstances and trials that come? Listen, we all face storms. Sometimes they're medical storms, sometimes they're financial, relational breakdowns. But everybody is going to experience crisis in their life in some form or another. And we're all going to have storms in our life. So how do we storm-proof our life as best as possible? We started last week by talking about having a covering in your life, which simply means to put a roof over your head emotionally. In other words, invite people to speak into your life. Today, I want to continue our series talking about finding true authority. What is true authority? You see, I've been hurt by authority. People in authority have mistreated, misjudged me. There's been times when it was very painful. And I'm sure you've all experienced that too. The problem is that I then denied all authority. I rebelled against authority. I didn't want anybody telling me anything. No, I remember saying many times, nobody's going to tell me what to do. The problem with that is I stripped the roof off my head. In a sense, I took a covering off of me that could protect me in times of storm, a covering where I could go to for help. Well, one thing that will help you do that with confidence is understanding what true authority is. You see, authority is placed in our life to do specific things. One is to affirm us. It's to provide opportunities for us. It's to make sure that we are walking the path that we're supposed to be walking on, to carry out the purposes that we have in our life. And so authority, well-placed authority in our lives actually protects us from storms, protects us from harm. Of course, as I mentioned, the problem is sometimes that's been abused. But if you strip it off, you're not getting any help at all. And so I want to encourage you today to maybe reconcile with the idea of having authority in your life, to submitting to authority. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to talk about what submission is. But I want to just encourage you today to start by even thinking about, maybe is there some authority that you've rejected in your life, somebody who has had authority in your life but you treated poorly because you maybe just didn't want to submit because you were scared of what they might do or say to you, and you kind of pushed them off. Could you go back and ask their forgiveness? I encourage you this week to just call somebody that you know you've mistreated. Maybe you've actually used your authority to hurt someone else. Maybe you've put them in a position. Why don't you go make that right? I think this week my encouragement for you is to just reconcile with authority. Understand that true authority is actually looks for the best in people. True authority is when you walk humbly, when you walk in a way that you're authentic. Then you have true authority. And so I want you to walk in authority so that you have authority in the circle of influence you have. But I also want you to embrace authority so that authority can then help you. That's one of the ways you can stormproof your life, is by submitting to authority. And I just really want to encourage you to start that journey today, to start to look around and say, who's in my life? Maybe you need to call your boss and just sit down, have a coffee, and ask them, how can I improve my performance? How could I serve this company better? It's that simple. When you start to embrace authority, you actually want input into your life, into your performance. And then you're going to go way better. You're going to soar way higher. So thanks. That's Encouragement Thursday. Remember, I'm always here to help. markgordon.ca. You can just click on there and you can find me, and I'm willing to help you through the storms of life. Talk to you later.